Now, Todd's sick today, everybody. Sad day.
It is a sad day. What's the Todd Tremonti show without the Todd Tremonti?
I mean, today it's the Ian Courtney and special guest David show.
Yes.
We love
I like the sound of that. Now, David, you were whispering the word gremlins as the intro started there, and you know what I think of when I think of gremlins?
Besides the movie?
I do think of the movie. And what season of the year do I think of when I think of the movie, David?
I'm going to say
Halloween.
the holiday season.
The
Holidays.
season.
Did you say Halloween?
Halloween.
It's a Christmas movie.
What?
We've addressed this last year.
I've forgotten because I
Gets
don't care.
Gremlins.
Gets Mowgli at Christmas. It's a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk a little bit about Christmas and the holidays.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Is it too early?
It's
literally
not.
don't care.
It's October. I mean,
It
is
is.
it too early? I feel like it's the beginning of the holiday season.
My Christmas lights are already up.
I'm
They're not
I
blinking.
saw that. I
They're
drove
not
by and
blinking,
saw that,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So
I got a discount.
on the outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. When are you going to switch them on?
I don't know. What do y'all think? A little before Thanksgiving?
Oh, for sure.
No,
Okay.
no. November 1st.
You can put them on
for me.
November 1st.
November 1st.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
so.
November 1st.
I'm ready to
November
rock.
1st.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that's when they need to go up.
Okay.
Look, we're going to talk about the holiday season.
Do,
we're going to talk
do,
about
do.
how it affects houses. Does it affect houses?
That's what they say.
It's coming to town.
He is.
We've got a few of the holidays before then, though. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into some areas that we haven't discussed recently. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in the show. If you're interested in the colony, you should definitely make sure
colony.
you stay tuned. It's the
Stay
colony. Do you like the
posted.
colony, David?
The colony in the last few years is absolutely rocking.
It is.
Grandscape and Nebraska Furniture Mart have changed the world.
Yep, and we're going to get into all of that a little bit later on the show. It sounds like David might just want to stick around and just have a little
Stay,
bit of discussion
David.
about
Stay.
that. But we're going to do...
Stay.
We're going to talk about, do we want to sell our houses before the holidays? Do we want to sell our houses after the holidays? It's a pretty big question.
Do I have time
Do you have time for what? To sell a house?
to move before Christmas?
Why wouldn't you have time?
Well, I don't know. Can I do the things I need to do to sell my home? Can I find a house? It feels stressful, you guys. I do want to, I suppose it depends on my goals. It depends on what you can do for me. But
Sure.
why wouldn't I want to wait till the spring? What advantages are there for me?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it needs to make sense for you and your family and your finances to be able to do anything, right? So it is important that we take a look at, can we go ahead and sell a home now and buy a home before the end of the year? Yes.
Absolutely.
The answer is yes, right?
Yes.
So David works with our home buyers exclusively. He's a home buyer specialist, and he's helping people all day, every day to find properties that they want to go ahead and move into, that make sense for them to move into. Now, we've got John and Jeremy on the sell side of things. So that's, again, where, we've told you for years how our team operates, but it's a little different, right? It's not one person doing everything. It's, in this case, if you were looking to sell and buy, you would actually have two professionals working with you, along with the rest of the team, but you would have maybe David on the buy side of things. You might have John or Jeremy on the sell side. They're going to work together to make sure that the timing works out. Now, before we get into all of this, remind you, this first segment is, as always, brought to you by Patrick Gleros and his entire team with ABC Bank. Head over to patrickgleros.com, G-L-A-R-O-S, patrickgleros.com. He can give you all your info that you need, whether it's to get a mortgage, to refinance, HELOCs, home equity lines of credit, that's what that is. If you need to have any of those questions answered, head over to patrickgleros.com. You can start an application right there on his website. You can give him a call at 972-386-1231. I did that this week. I had a couple of questions for Patrick. Always answers. He always gets back to you if he's unavailable. Head over to patrickgleros.com, NMLS number 308804. Right then, so your question is, hey, do I have time? Well, I think you have to evaluate, do you have the time, right? It's not always a matter of, hey, the market average says that this house should sell in 4 weeks, right? And it's not always a case of, if I want to be in this home, then I need to start looking here, because it's not an exact science. So you need to evaluate, hey, if I look at my wife and family's situation, we're going, well, we've got Christmas concerts coming up. I've got 2 kids in middle school. We've got sports going on still. We've got band going on. all right, do I have the bandwidth to be able to go and sell a house, buy a house with all the other stuff going on?
Yep.
How do you help people, David, think through whether or not they genuinely have the bandwidth to do it, even if they're like, oh, I want to do it, but I just don't know if I have the time?
Right. Well, there's different conveniences with moving nowadays where movers can do a lot of it. So when you think about moving, it is overwhelming. Oh my gosh, I have to pack it all up. I have to do all this and all that. Do I have the time? When actually moving, the actual move only takes a day or two probably. Right. So it's not like weeks. And I tell people, you know, it depends how long you've been in your house too, and how much stuff you've accumulated.
And the size of the house.
The size of the
like
house. That? Yeah. Yeah. So a smaller house and less years in the house, you can move in a day.
Yeah.
You really can. So
now the tricky part comes on the front end though, right? Like how long are you finding right now it's taking people to find a house that they love and they want to move into?
Right. So the perfect world scenario is if you went out and found a house today, you could probably buy it in 30 days. But we all know that you're probably not going to find the perfect house in day one. What buyers are doing right now is looking at more options.
Yep.
Several years ago, we didn't have as many options. We may have had 2 or 3 or 4 houses to look at. Now we have 15 or 20 houses to look at. There's more sellers on the market at the moment and more options. And so I will show clients, you know, houses on Saturday, and then we'll go look on the next Thursday, and then we'll look again on the next Saturday. And so it may take 10, 15, 20 houses before they find the one they want.
And that might be over 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, depending on availability.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, people are taking a little longer. Houses, you know, there's more available, so they're being a little pickier at what they're looking at.
Yeah, if we look at housing inventory, if we look at the absorption rate, which is if there was no new houses that came on the market today, how long would it take until we had no more in a particular area?
Right.
Well, you can look at Plano, Richardson, Allen, and you're going to see, depending on the price range, if you're looking in that 4 to 700,000 range, you're somewhere around 3.5, 4 months of inventory right now.
Absolutely.
Which is, people are like, well, I don't know what that means. Well, if you can think back to 2020, 2021, when everyone was like, interest rates were so low, right? I mean, 2 and a quarter, 2.5,
3,
yeah. It was crazy. The absorption rate, the inventory that we had then was about a week.
Yeah, 10 days.
Like, no joke. Like, it was literally like, if you put a home on the market, it's gone. It's gone immediately almost. Yeah. But the rate was like, it was less than 2 weeks.
Yep.
And in some cases, I saw it less than a week.
Gosh.
And now you're at 3.5 to 4 months. Yeah. It's a significant increase.
It
now,
is.
People are going to say, yeah, but the interest rates have gone up so much. Well, I mean, I just talked with Patrick earlier this week because I wanted to get his thoughts on what the mortgages were doing. And we're still in that kind of mid to low sixes still.
Yep.
And we're going to get into a little bit more of that later on. But the point is, yes, but if you can go and have more choices to go and look at properties and you're not having to pay 50, 60, 70,000 over, which is what people were having to do, and you can still get a rate in and around 6.
That's right.
Kind of makes sense to me if it's the right time for you and your family and your finances.
That's right.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, when you're thinking about the question, do I have the time to do it? I think you have to evaluate everything. You also want to make sure you've got a really good professional on your team. Somebody like David that's going to sit down with you and spend time and say, hey, like, let's actually think through this. Like, I know you want to do this. Like, I don't know anybody more so than David that cares for his people as much as David does. And I feel like all of our team really care for their people. I'm putting David at the top of my list of people I know that cares for people.
I care.
You do care. And like, that's really important, but you care to the point where you're like, hey, I know you want to do this. Let's sit down and actually figure out if you should do this.
Right.
Not a matter of can you do this.
Right.
It's a matter of should you do this. Or should you go ahead and just wait just a little bit longer because of whatever life you've got going on, and family and kids and health and all sorts of stuff, which is just ravaging so many people right now. But it's like, hey, let's just have a sit down think. And then if it is, great, let me walk you through that. We do a thing on our team. Before we move on, we do a thing, we call it, it's a walk back technique when we're talking with prospects. We're talking with people that are thinking about buying or selling a house. And we'll say to people, like, if you would come to me, Courtney, and you say, hey, Ian, I want to be in a house by Christmas, right? Can we do that? And I'm going to say, okay, well, let's take this one step at a time. If you want to be in a house by Christmas, I'm going to assume you'd like to be in that house a week or two before. Like, what would be ideal if you were to be in a house?
100%.
2 weeks, probably 2 weeks.
December
right?
15th
Bare
for
minimal.
sure. Yeah.
Sure. So let's call it that. Let's call it December 15th, a little
Yeah.
less than 2 weeks.
For sure.
All right. Well, it's going to take you about 30 to 45 days to close on a property, generally speaking. Cash can be quicker. There's other reasons it could be quicker, but let's just say 30 to 45 days. Now, we've got a holiday in between here. We've got Thanksgiving.
We do.
Right? So businesses shut down, title companies close down, people go away on vacation. Families are not as open to having showings during Thanksgiving because they might be hosting or they might be gone, whatever that looks like.
Yep.
So you're probably going to be edging closer to that 35, 40 days
Yes.
because of the season. So you're going to want to be under contract at the beginning of November.
November 1st.
Right?
Yeah.
Right around that first week of November.
Yep.
Well, it is, it's October 11th.
Yes.
Right? And so you've got 3 weeks
You
to
got
try
3
and
weeks
find your home.
to find a good house.
Now, is that doable? Sure.
Yes.
It's doable if you have the bandwidth and availability to go and start looking at houses.
Mm-hmm.
But if you haven't already spoken to a lender, if you haven't already spoken to your spouse or partner or whoever's going to be doing this with you,
Yep.
if it's by yourself, you need to speak to the relevant people to be able to get approved. If it's cash, you still need to talk to a professional like our team.
Yep.
Right? You can give us a call, 214
310-0008.
So many
Yes.
phone numbers going in my head.
It does feel like if you're a buyer, like get on it. You can
Yes.
do it. David's got you. I'm curious if you're selling a house, like even there's so much going on in the fall. We've got sports and I mean, is the
do.
Cowboys winning, not winning? Does that affect my open
Tying.
houses?
Yeah, I mean,
David?
that's a good question, right? Does
Yes.
sports, DFW, pretty big sports area. Hockey just started. Bam's
Yeah.
about to go again. Cowboys are, I guess, playing football.
Yes.
I think, right?
I thought
Well,
we just got a W.
We did, but
Okay.
but sports are big from high school. I mean, Fridays are wiped out. Friday night high school football. Saturday is the craziest college football days. Every Saturday is nuts.
Every single one.
Everybody's watching some game or another, it feels like, or having a party or doing something, going over to somebody's house. And then Sundays, even if you're not a Cowboy fan, the NFL's huge. And so, and even the NFL plays Thursday nights, Saturday, Sundays, Monday nights. I mean, they got games all the time. So
Well, on Sundays, a lot of people go to church, and then after
Yeah.
church, they've got the football games. And then
Yes.
after football games, there's more football games. And then after that, there's a football game.
there
So,
is. There is.
Like, let me ask you this question. Do you see a difference? Because home sellers, excuse me.
Right.
Oftentimes they want to make sure that open houses are happening.
Yep.
And so do you find that there's a drop-off in the number of people that attend open houses during this season? Or do you find that it's pretty steady and the people that want to go
Right.
look at houses are going to go look at houses?
There's a lot of that. Not everybody's a football fan, and not everybody, bases their Sundays around the football schedule. But I in my years here, have tried to steer clear of Sunday open houses during the Cowboy game. And there's those times on Sundays when they play at noon or 3:20, and so I'll do an open house from 1 to 4 if the Cowboys are playing at 3:20 or later.
Yep.
That way, those first couple hours at least had people that hopefully will still come by even if the Cowboys are playing. But it does affect traffic, I feel like.
Well, and same on college football too, right?
Absolutely.
Because I've noticed you'll take a look at the schedule and be
Yes.
like, oh man, there's a massive game.
Yes.
2 big games. We've got the 6:30 p.m. game is huge, and then the 12 o'clock game is
Right.
huge. So let's go, or the 11 o'clock game, I guess.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do an open house from 2 to 4,
Yes.
2 to 5, something like that. So you
Yes.
do try and plan around that, is what I've noticed.
Yeah. Football's gotten so big around these parts that, I look at the calendars and the schedules for sure to see what fits. And where I would think I would get the most traffic is when I plan the open house.
Yeah. So look, at the end of the day, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home during this season that once October turns, everybody starts referring to it as the holiday season. We've got Halloween coming up in a couple weeks, then it's Thanksgiving, then it's Christmas, then it's New Year, and then it's 2026.
It is.
Which seems wild that that's going to happen, and we're not that far from it. My kids this week on the drive to school, they get next week off because they're playing ISD. So they get fall break next week. And on the drive to school, my daughter said to me this week, she goes, Dad, the years feel like they're going really fast right now.
They are.
And I'm like, you're not even
have
30
no
yet.
idea.
They are.
But that was her perspective of things. And I know that for me and for our team here, we all kind of have that same thought where we're looking at the calendars and we're going, how is it already October? So if you're thinking of buying or selling during this season, during this holiday season, and you haven't talked to somebody that is a professional that does this full-time every day for their living, give us a call. 214-310-0008, 214-310-008, or just head over to toddtremonti.team.com. You can click on the buyers tab, the sellers tab. You can do a home valuation in less than a minute. You can do that. Just head over to toddtremonti.team.com. Reach out to us. One of our team, could be me, could be David, could be one of our incredible other agents. We'll reach out to you. We'll give you a call, and we'll see how we can help you.
Okay. Speaking of speaking to a lender and being ready, do you have a mortgage rate check for us?
Yeah, so I talked with Patrick a little earlier because I wanted to get the most up-to-date info that he could give me, and he was saying, like, look, since the Fed cut the base rate 0.25%, we've seen rates somewhat increase and stay steady, just very slightly, like. They've stayed in that mid to low sixes. Is that what you've kind of seen as well, David?
Yeah, I've seen 6.25, 6.5.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, when Patrick was on with us a few weeks ago, he explained that mortgage rates, let me start over.
If you could.
The Fed rate and the mortgage rate are not directly intertwined, right?
I know. People need that reminder.
And one of the things that Patrick said that I thought was really interesting is the mortgage rate is in a lot of ways a projection of what the Fed rate will do.
Okay.
So as mortgage rates begin to slightly come down a little bit, that's an indication that we will more than likely have a Fed cut as well, which is what happened.
Yes.
So when the Fed cut happens and people don't see the immediate interest rates, they're like, what happened?
What
Why
happened?
are we not seeing that?
Right.
And Patrick and other professionals are saying it was built in already. We've already had that little bit of a cut. So don't expect it to go down though. Now, we're waiting for some economic data to come out since the Fed cuts. We're waiting to see what the job situation is. We're waiting to see what the inflation situation is.
Yep.
And then we should maybe see another 1 or 2 cuts towards the end of the year.
Be great.
So it's still very likely and possible that, you like that? Likely and possible? Covering all my bases
It
here,
is.
folks. That we will see, hopefully, those mortgage rates. You like that one as well? We'll see, hopefully.
Likely.
Covering them all.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
But we may get into that low 6, and Patrick said there's an outside chance we could be kind of high 5s by the turn of the year.
Be great.
We'll see. We'll see if that
5.99 would
happens.
be
I think
great.
we'll know more in the next few weeks as we begin to get more economic data. But we should be able to get that information from there. Hey, let me tell you about DP Lambert really quick. If you have not checked your home insurance or your auto insurance recently, do so with DP Lambert. Reach out to him, dp.lambert, Lambert, dp.lambert@goosehead.com. It's what I've done. He's actually running some numbers for me as we speak. He's going to get them to me shortly because we are about time to renew our stuff. So we're
Just renewed my car insurance with him, and I dropped it $600 for a year.
Let's go.
Unbelievable.
That feels pretty nice, right?
Yes.
Give him a call, 214-614-8595, dp.lambert@goosehead.com. I'll just head over to toddtremonti.team.com, click on the radio tab, and you can find all of the recommended pros and vendors we talk about here on the show right there. All right, did you see something really, really, what I think is important happening in the United States?
Pretty big headline.
Which,
David's going to love this.
David is going to love this,
one?
and he doesn't even know what's coming. Hey, though, before we do that, though, somebody had a birthday this week. Did you know that? And somebody sent a little message for David.
Oh, good.
Hey, David.
Mum, happy birthday. Lots of love. Enjoy your day.
There you go, David. My
Is
mom
that your
sent you a
mom?
message. Yep.
Well, thank you.
She loves to send birthday
Thank you, Miss
messages.
Daniels.
And she sent another one,
you.
one to us right there. So
Perfect.
there you go. Hey, did you see, David? You know Spirit Halloween?
I know about the stores. Yes.
What is Spirit Halloween?
It's the big stores that sell Halloween stuff.
They do. It's like
yes,
like they're like pop-up stores.
They are.
Right?
They're incredible.
Like they find vacant, empty,
They do.
big buildings. Think like a Party City type size building.
And then they rent it for 2 months.
And they rent it for 2 months, and they do
Sell
Halloween.
Halloween.
They start doing stuff in September,
Yes,
and they
October.
do through October, and then they do a sale afterwards.
They're massive.
Did you see what they're doing?
No.
Spirit Christmas.
They've caught on.
Spirit Christmas. The 2-month lease becomes a 4-month lease.
People
and now
love
they
it.
get to cover Christmas as well as Halloween.
God, that's great.
I think it's a pretty good little business plan.
Is that this year? Will I see that this year?
That is this year.
I'm
sir.
going to go to one of those.
I think I read that there was 30 something
Wow.
stores that were going to be doing this. I think is what it
Amazing.
was. Maybe slightly off on that. But I think it was 30
I mean,
something.
I'm here for some Christmas crap.
I know.
And this, I
know.
what are they going to be selling?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be like a bunch of, because it's not going to be like costumes and
Tchotchkes?
things. I would think it's going to be like huge
So much
inflatables and
stuff.
also,
Oh,
I was
okay.
thinking it'd be like, think what you see at the Home Depot and Lowe's and those
Yes.
aisles, but an entire store full of all of that.
It's going to be great.
I mean, I have to imagine that's what it's going to be like. So that's what I think, and I'm here for it. Like, I will go. I'm going to go to the Spirit Halloween store. We're not doing trick or treating this year. First year we haven't trick or treated as a family.
What? They're too old?
They've said
They're
they're
going to
too
their
old.
friends?
No, we still host in our front
Okay.
front driveway.
Yeah.
We'll host for the 5 or 6 families. We'll do pizza and music and games. When the little kids go off trick or treating, we're gonna just host and we're gonna give out candy to other people.
Okay.
And I think they're still gonna dress up, but they're done with the walking around. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm
they
good
gotten
with
too
it.
tall.
Hey, if we can help you at all with anything to do with buying or selling your home, if you have any questions, this is the time of year we start telling people, reach out to us if you're thinking about doing something in 2026. If you want to have a strategy session with one of our team where we'll sit down and we'll spend 60 to 90 minutes and we'll answer every single question that you've got, anything you can think of where you're just like, I just don't know the answer to this and I don't know if it makes sense, reach out to us now. We can schedule something either by the end of this year or for the beginning of next year. We can do that already. But if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, multiple homes, before the end of this year, you need to reach out to us today. 214-310-0008. 214-310-0008. Or head over to touchmoneyteam.com, click on any of the buttons on there, fill out any of the forms that you see, and you'll be able to reach out to us. We will connect with you, and we will be able to talk to you through all of your options. We'll see you after the break.
Not Todd.
No, not Todd. Still isn't here. Still sick. But hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Courtney.
It's good to be back.
We're going to talk about a few different things here. We're going to talk about colony. We're going to talk about traffic. Who likes traffic?
Well,
Not so much.
people are driving north.
They are driving a lot. We have a lot of traffic here in DFW. If you know that. Now, if you're from Houston or you're from Atlanta, you're probably saying
LA.
You have, or LA.
Yeah, we have no idea.
You got nothing. You got no problems with anything here.
Yeah.
This traffic is just lovely,
It is.
is what I think they're saying. We're going to get into a few things here. We talked a lot about the holidays in the first half of the show, and hopefully that has got people thinking about, hey, I want to do something by the end of the year. I need to get my stuff in order. I need to talk to somebody. If that's you, give us a call. 214-310-0008. 214-310-0008. Or head over to touchmoneyteam.com. Click on any of the buttons that you see on the screen. Buyers, sellers, home valuations.
Yes.
Fill in the form. One of our team will reach out. Could be me, could be David, could be John, Jeremy, Gibson, Grady, Mari, any of us. Do that. touchmoneyteam.com. As always, this first part of the show is brought to you by Patrick Galeros and the team with ABC Bank. Recently closed on something with Patrick and everything just went so smoothly. It was delightful. If you can get a loan and you end up saying that was delightful because of Patrick, he did a pretty good job.
I'm working on a mortgage right now with him.
There you go.
Yes.
Head over to patrickglaros.com. You can start an application directly on his website, patrickglaros.com, Glaros, patrickglaros.com. You can give him a call, 972-386-1231. NMLS number 308804. Again, patrickglaros.com. And if you forget any of the vendors, the people that we talk about on the show, just head over to toddtremonti.team.com. Just Google Todd Tremonti. Head over to toddtremonti.team.com. Click on the radio tab, and right there you will see all of the recommended pros and vendors that we talk about. All right, so traffic is a big deal. And wherever I go, it feels as though roads are under construction. I haven't lived in the US my whole life, obviously. But I've been here since in the DFW area for good since 2008.
Okay.
Anytime I've driven south towards like the Waco area, I feel like that entire area has been under construction since I moved here.
I-35? Yes.
And it feels as though there's a lot of areas like that around Dallas where it's just like, man, has this been under construction for 40 years? Because it feels like it.
I know.
My question is, and the question that people have asked us, is do you think that the Dallas traffic is actually driving people further north? Which I think it is.
Oh, to get out of
To get out of the traffic, to get out of the chaos. Like the idea for me, I live, in the Plano area. The idea for me, the thought of having to like drive south into Dallas.
Okay.
Like to go to like a Mavs game. We love going to Mavs games.
Yeah.
But for a 7:30 game, you got to leave your house at 5:45.
100%.
It can be an absolute nightmare because of the traffic to get there. And on the way home, it takes you 20 minutes.
Yep.
So I don't know. Like, what have you found, David? Somebody that works with home buyers all day long. Courtney, I'd love for you to chime in as well. Somebody that's been around here a good chunk of her life.
Yep.
And has got a bunch of friends in the area. Like, what are you seeing? What are people saying? Like, what's the reasonings behind why people want to move further north? It feels like you've closed several further north.
Well, I think what you said first about are people moving further out, north and east and west, and they are, yes. And a lot of that is not only traffic, but new construction.
Yeah.
We just keep going north and east and west and even south to find newer houses. If people don't want a 50s or 60s or 70s house, they move north. Allen, McKinney, Anna Melissa Van Alstyne. We're going all the way up 75 now where they're just building and building.
Yep.
And the traffic's not bad between McKinney and Van Alstyne if you go north.
Right.
But if you do, like you say, want to come south from Allen, McKinney, Plano, it's tough. It's real tough.
Well, and I think, too, correct me if I'm wrong, you can get a more affordable home in a lot of those places too, especially as you go further north, further out towards the east.
Yes.
Somewhat west, but you can get a newer construction home for less money.
You can. And that's the trick is, where do you work or where do you do life, and can you live outside of the big Dallas proper metroplex? And obviously a lot of people do because we have millions and millions of people in these suburbs.
Yep.
But it's just what can you handle as far as the area and the community you live in, and do you need to go into downtown Dallas ever, like you said, for a Mavs game or a Stars game, or the State Fair of Texas, or whatever else there is.
We talked about that last week.
Yeah,
it didn't go great for the State Fair of Texas on our show last week.
Yikes!
I'm going to the fair.
Are you? When are you going?
Yes, we're going next week.
Okay, and do you have a game plan in mind?
Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday after 3, probably a 3 to 7.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Is this why you're talking with Patrick about a mortgage? Because you're going to go to the fair?
No, I'm looking for free tickets, by the way.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
This is going to sound silly, what I'm about to say, but as Dallas has expanded, has gotten bigger, right?
Yes.
Because of all these cities, north, west, east, all these different directions.
Yep. It's
also gotten smaller.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, if you were to say to somebody before, I remember when we lived in Richardson in 2008, 9, 10, 11, and we moved. And we were looking at different places to move to. We ended up moving in 2015. And we decided to move to Plano. But we had looked at Saxey, Wiley, Murphy around that direction. And back then, 10 years ago, it felt like it was in the boonies.
Yes.
It felt like it was so far out there.
Yes.
But like, we just can't do it. It's so far away from everything else.
Yes.
It's not.
It's not. And you take the George Bush Presidential Turnpike 190, 161, whatever we call it, from 75 over to Rockwall, it is now solid buildings and houses.
So glad you said rock walls. So I was at a basketball game. Noah had a basketball game this past week.
Yeah.
One of our really good friends, our boys have grown up together. They've gone through school all together. They're super, super close. But they had to move to Rockwall.
Yeah.
And I said to her, I was like, how is it living out there? And she went, it's really fine. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And I
Great
literally
area.
said to her, I was like, isn't it crazy that 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, if you'd have said the idea of moving to Rockwall, you'd have been like, that's so far away.
So far over there.
I'm like, how long did it take you to get here today? We were playing in Murphy.
Yeah.
She's like 22, 23, 24
Yeah,
minutes.
not bad.
I was like, it took us 15
Yeah.
from playing her to Murphy. Like, it's
crazy.
It's just not that different
No, it's
anymore.
not. It's not.
And so, yes, like people are looking to move, I think, further away from, quote, the middle, right?
Yes.
From like the Richards, even like Richardson,
Yeah.
like it's right there in the
Right.
center. But people looking to move further away, they can get more for the money.
can.
Bang for the buck. Traffic's not horrendous, and the commutes are fine.
Yes.
But all that goes to say, like, you still need to make sure you have a game plan in mind.
Right.
So if you don't, you need to go and talk to somebody. Talk to me like David. Talk to one of our team. If you already have somebody that you know and trust and they do this full time, great. Like, I'm genuinely happy that you know somebody that can take really, really great care of you. But if you don't, reach out to us. Give us a call, 214-310-0008. You can send us a text. Just say something silly. I don't really care what. But we'll reach out to you.
We'll get you.
Why not? We'll talk you through things. We can set up a strategy session if you're like, I'm a year out, but
Yep.
I want to talk to somebody. Let's do that. Like, you literally can't start a conversation of selling, buying, moving, investing too early. It's literally impossible.
No, even if you want to sell in January, February, you need to call us now.
Yeah.
So we can get you prepared.
Can you start things too late, David?
You can.
Yeah. Feels like you can. Like, if you're
can.
like, hey, I need to sell and move, I need to buy a new house, I need to be in it next week.
Yeah, that's a
Little
tough one.
too late,
It's a
ladies
tough
and gentlemen. Little too late. But you can't start too early. Give us a
Right.
call, 214-310-0008. Head over to torchmoneyteam.com. Click on the buyers, sellers, home valuation tab. Fill in a form. One of our team will reach out to you, and we'll have a conversation with you. Let me tell you about our favorite title company.
Okay, which one?
Republic Title, David.
Love
Which
them.
one? As if you didn't know who we were going to say. Republic Title, they're just one of the leaders of the title industry. And every single time I've told you, and it's no joke, but when I get a contract that comes through and it doesn't have Republic Title on it, and it has like a company I've never really heard of, I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, let's start a bingo card of what error or annoyance may
gonna
come up
happen.
during this transaction. Now, I have a bingo card for Republic Title. It's blank, though. I hadn't had to cross anything off yet.
They're fabulous.
They are fabulous. Head over to republictitle.com. You can see all the things that they offer. You can call them as well, 972-423-8777. republictitle.com. That's where you'll see every single thing that Republic Title can offer for you. When it comes to the title industry, they are top of the list. republictitle.com.
Yep.
All right, you want to talk about a little segment area thing, Court?
Well, the colony.
Hey,
The Colony.
how about the colony?
I want to hear. I want to hear what's going on
Okay,
market wise.
okay.
I mean, it's grown quite a bit. I really don't know much about it.
Sure. So I would love to actually hear from David to begin
Sure.
with, and I would love to know when you've grown up here your
Yes.
whole life.
Yes.
So what was the colony when you were growing up, and what is the colony today? Like, how big a change is the colony? Because I just know, just for me from being here,
Yeah.
the colony's changed.
It's
a lot.
amazing. You know, when I was a little kid, which was a long time ago, my dad and I would drive through the colony to get to Louisville,
Okay.
which is on the west side of the colony over there by the lake. And it literally was just this little patch of little tiny, maybe, you know, a few hundred homes. Nowhere to stop. There wasn't a gas station. Now, this is 50 years ago, but still, it was just, the colony was kind of like, oh, the colony. It's over there and it's not really anything.
Right.
And now, I mean, it is the center of the world up there, it feels
It's
like.
crazy.
Yes.
Out there.
Yes.
But we'll get into the fun stuff.
Right.
Because there's a lot of fun stuff in the colony. But let me give you some of the
Yeah.
real estate relevant things in the colony, okay? So if we were to look at inventory right now,
Okay.
it is actually in favor of the sellers.
Okay.
So there's a little less inventory is what we mean in the colony. Houses that come on the market, they're selling a little bit quicker out there. There's not as many that are coming on the market.
Right.
So if you're a seller in the colony thinking about selling, this could be a really good time to have a conversation with somebody. 214-310-0008. If that wants to be us, give us a call and we'll talk to you about that.
Right.
Now, we've been hovering, per the stats that we can find, as low as 2 months worth of inventory.
Okay.
So when we said earlier in the show, a lot of the cities we're seeing 3.5 to 4. Yes, we've seen it go up to as high as that, but we're generally seeing it a little bit lower,
Right.
in and around there, which is cool. Like, that's a very stable, consistent market, even in the midst of like the ups and downs that a lot of other places have. And whereas right now we're seeing a lot of cities, like the inventory just keeps going up, up.
Yep.
We haven't seen that as much in the colony.
Right.
It stayed a little bit like that.
And I don't think there's a lot to choose from. Like, they're landlocked, like Richardson and Plano. Like, they're not building a lot of new things in the colony. It's older homes.
Yeah.
Existing homes.
Yeah, no, it's you said it spot on, because one of the things that we noticed was there's actually a relatively small number of homes that sell on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
Really, it's somewhere in that 60, 70, 80 homes a month is what's selling in the colony. That's not a ton.
That's not a lot.
And that's maybe why when they come on the market, they sell a little bit quicker, because it is a desirable place to be.
Yes.
Because of all the amenities that are there.
Yes.
That we'll get into a little bit. And it's also interesting because despite the fact that it is all of that, the median price has come down a little bit.
Okay.
So from this time last year to now, it's come down a little bit. Now we've seen that in a few other places, and whenever we talk about market-wide or city-wide things, you always have to take it with a pinch of salt, because it's the average, right?
Yes.
So you want to talk to a team or talk to an agent who can explain to you what is going to be specific to your house, right? So on our team, we guarantee to sell our homes over the average price and in under the average time. We're going to sell it quicker than the average person, the average home would sell for. But we're also guaranteeing that we're going to sell it for more.
Yep.
Since May alone, we've been averaging close to 8% more than average.
That's great.
It's a huge chunk.
Yes.
But it's an average. So talk to us, give somebody a call, give our team a call, 214-310-0008, and we'll be able to explain to you what that might look like for your specific home. But there's a few other things. We've noticed that, when it comes to days on market, it is a little slower this year than last year. Now, they're still selling a decent tick, but it's a little bit slower. So anyway, if we were to kind of wrap up kind of what things look like, Colony is in the housing market, a little slower than last year, but still super desirable, less inventory, makes it a little bit better for sellers, but there's still a ton of opportunity for home buyers when it comes to the Colony. So, it's an area that I think people want to explore because of all the things that are out there. Let's see. What are your favorite things in the Colony? If you've got like 5 of them or whatever, but what are some of your favorite things, Courtney and David, when it comes to the Colony? And I'll share some of mine too.
Courtney, what do you got?
I mean, I don't know that I ever go out there.
I have a good time on Saturday afternoons just walking around Nebraska Furniture Mart. The place is amazing.
It's delightful.
It's delightful.
I think, am I getting it confused with Grandscape?
It's the same.
Oh, that's the same.
I mean, it's all there. Yeah.
I mean, they say something like thousands of people descend on that place on the weekends, and then it recedes like during.
We went out to Nebraska. We went mattress shopping.
Yes,
we went out to Nebraska last couple weeks ago, and it's just awesome.
It's awesome.
It's so big that it could be like thousands of people in there, and
you wouldn't even know.
It's just because it's so big.
Yeah, I think a big player on our team is Shields, the sporting goods store.
Popular.
And it's just, you can spend hours in Shields as well. They have so many different sporting goods things.
If you have a sporting goods store that has a big wheel Ferris wheel,
big wheel,
You're big.
you're doing something right.
They're
like
incredible.
you have a pretty decent size
Yes.
store, if that's
Yes.
the case.
And I discovered behind Shields is this open area where they have like concerts.
Yeah, they do.
They have a stage
It
and
really
AstroTurf.
Yep.
And you bring your chair and your kids play and run and there's food and it's incredible.
Your grandkids are a little too young for this, but
Yeah.
you will end up going to Andretti with them.
Yes. Andretti, they're
Andretti's is awesome. It is prime thing for our kids. I've got a 14 and a 13,
Yes.
almost 13-year-old.
fun.
Couple weeks, I'm going to have 2 teenagers. But it is prime thing for
Yes.
Andretti go-kart racing. Those things are fun.
Yes.
Like those things can fly.
Oh, I know. It's
Like,
great.
if you can get.
I've done
I
it
need
once.
I need my son to get to be 16 so he can go in like the full blown like fast adult ones.
Yes.
So I can race him in those because I did that one time and
Right.
they're so fun.
Right.
But you gotta have you gotta be
Yeah,
16
yeah.
to go with them.
Restaurants everywhere. Across the highway is Top Golf. I mean,
Have you done World Springs?
I have not.
That would be,
haven't.
y'all,
What is
that'd be
World
such
Springs?
a fun date night. It's like tons of hot tubs and they're all
What?
different temperatures. And like the view is
Really?
really gorgeous. And essentially they're saying that they're taking minerals from all over the world.
Okay.
And so you can get in Mexico, you can get in
Okay.
Asia.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's a fun thing to do
Yeah.
with friends.
You got Pop Stroke over there as
Pop
well.
Stroke
for
is
some-
there.
for some golf.
Yep.
Tons of restaurants. Hot 8 Barbecue.
The Cosm.
Cosm's right there.
Cosm's right there.
Yeah.
That's
Dying to
right.
try
I
that.
still need to go to that.
I
know.
know.
Has anybody been to it? No. Do
I
you
have
know
not.
anybody that's been to it?
Patrick Glaros has been.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I've heard it's
Yes.
an incredible way to watch a game, but the
Oh.
tickets are so expensive.
Well, to get like the booths and things out,
Yeah.
but you can get like GA general admission,
Yeah.
and it's not that terrible.
Still like $70.
Oh, I thought it was cheaper than that. I may be wrong.
I don't know.
Yep.
They're showing The Matrix right now.
They are?
They're showing Circus Olay. Like, kind of cool.
They show a lot of soccer.
a lot of soccer,
I
a lot
haven't
of
seen
football.
any Middlesbrough games out. Oh, there was a Middlesbrough game out
Yeah.
there. I didn't go to it though.
Do you think they have homes on land out in the colony?
I'm gonna say
They
very
have so much
few.
space.
Yeah, but I don't think they have a lot. They're been taken over by regular houses and businesses and shopping.
There's a difference between space for residential and space
Yeah.
for commercial too.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of commercial out there that I think is the primary
Yes.
availability of land. So, but there is look, DFW has a lot of homes on land, right?
Well, that's what we specialize in. And I think that people don't think that it's still possible in DFW. Like, to our point of how we're like talking about driving out and driving north, and like, are homes on land still available?
So here's what I will tell you. So far this year alone, so from the beginning of the year to now, there have been 7,319 homes that have sold on half an acre to 10 acres.
Wow.
It's a lot.
So that's not anything above, there's more that have sold above 10 acres.
And that's around Dallas Fort Worth.
That's everything in the DFW area.
wow.
Yeah.
7,300.
So if it is in our MLS system,
Okay.
then that is what we've got. So we've got all of the Fort Worth side, the Dallas side, north, south, east, west. We had between 1 and 10 acres, 4,597 homes, and between a half acre to an acre, 2,722 homes.
Okay.
So what about people that you've worked with? Have you? I
Yeah.
mean, you've worked with several that have been looking.
Yeah, last couple of sales, I had one over in Wiley, and he got 3 acres.
Okay.
And a nice 2,500 square foot house, and he actually had a shop in the back on the property, like 1,000 square foot shop.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. He came from Tennessee, and he was looking for that kind of property. We looked at probably 6 or 7, and this one was right up his alley. So 3 acres, gorgeous on outside of Wiley.
Yeah.
So
They're out there. I mean,
They are.
my family, parent, mother-in-law, they live on a couple of acres in Saxe.
Yep.
And they've got a big shop out there and all that stuff. Like, they're
Mm-hmm.
out there for people to get. If that is something that you are wanting,
Right.
then you need to reach out to us.
Right.
We'll help you. Like, I just told you, almost 7,400 homes in a 0.5 acre to 10 acres have sold this year.
From January to now.
There's still 3 months of the year
Still
left.
3 months to go.
So
Could have
what do we
10,000.
think? That's close to 10,000, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would think 9,500-ish.
Yeah.
So just by the numbers alone, 2,500-ish more homes
a lot.
are going to sell on 0.5 to 10 acres. So if you want one of those, give us a call. Reach out to us, 214-310-0008. We can help you. We can have a sit down with you. We can talk about what type of land would make sense. Do you want to have a shop? Do you want it to be fenced in? Do you want to have a well? Do you want to have a pond? Do you want to have multiple ponds? Do you want to keep horses? Do you want to keep other animals? There's a lot that goes into it, right? Septic is another thing that has to go into it. Do you want to have reserves? Do you want to have... There's so many things that go into owning a home on land, especially when you get more and more acreage. Do you want a blank slate? Do you want something that's already been sculptured that you can manicure more and do more with? Sit down and have a conversation. Reach out to us, 214-310-0008. David would be happy to sit down and have a conversation with you. He's so knowledgeable when it comes to properties that are on acreage.
Let's go.
It's so knowledgeable about areas all over the DFW landscape.
You might find some secrets.
You might.
You might.
Like, if anyone's going to be able to find you a little gem, David Goss. David the Gem
I'm
Finder
searching for you.
Goss.
Yes.
How's that for you?
I love it.
Ooh,
David the Gem Finder Goss can do that. Give us a call. Reach out to us, 214-310-0008. If you have not checked your home valuation yet, if you don't know what your home is worth, you should. You should probably want to know what it is.
Yep.
Head over to touchyourmoneyteam.com, click on the home valuation tab, and in less than 1 minute, you'll be able to see what your home is worth. You can ask for cash offers. You can see what your equity is. We can do all of that. touchyourmoneyteam.com. We will talk to you in a week.
Can't wait.
Great.